Well, it's the middle of April and spring is here in full force. It is a beautiful day out today. And we're going to do something a little different on this channel. Something that might not interest many, except maybe the few of my high school alumni that have subscribed and stuck around on my channel. We are going to take a grand hometown tour. Oh yeah. I'm pretty excited for this. And we are gonna start here in Elmhurst, Illinois. On the corner of North Avenue and York Street at the one and only Hamburger Heaven. It only seemed appropriate to start our day with a root beer float. Probably haven't had one of these since I was going to school at Elmhurst College, now Elmhurst University. We do have a bit of driving to do though, so we are back in the car. But let's do this. Man, that is good. Now, why don't they have one of these in McHenry? Basically today, we're gonna do a little reminiscing. Reminiscing on what once was and no longer is. Sort of back in my day thing, you might say. And we're just entering my hometown of Northlake, Illinois. Speaking of things that have changed, this whole area along the north side of North Avenue has changed a ton. Most of these businesses were not here. That being said, even the strip mall on the south side of North Avenue wasn't here. The Aldi was not here. We used to go to either Schiller Park or Bellwood. This bank has been here forever. It wasn't U.S. Bank when I was a kid. And where that Taquero place is now, used to be a pager store. It's where I got my first pager. It was like the $1.99 beep thing or something it was called, Smart Beep. Long time ago. This McDonald's was here though when I was a kid. I was there a lot. This tall building was a recent addition. I believe it's the senior home. And just like that, we have left Northlake and entered Melrose Park. We're going to go through a few towns today. And for our first big what once was is this AutoZone behind me. It wasn't an AutoZone when I was a kid. I alluded to it in my Janesville video, but it used to be our local Toys R Us. That classic Toys R Us logo shining brightly on that big sign up there. Now there's not a lot left that's gonna scream at you, oh, that was a Toys R Us. But should at least point this out, all those front windows and those side doors, yeah, that was pretty typical Toys R Us. That's really about the best you have to show a Toys R Us there. But yeah, spent a lot of time in here. Got a lot of toys, got a lot of Nintendo games. Good times. But long gone. I shouldn't say long gone. I mean, past a few years or whatever when they all went bankrupt. You can still find a few good shots on the history of Google Street View. Now, folks might be expecting this, but yep, the next site we have to visit is the old Kiddieland. Now a Costco. Yeah, it's a sore spot for us locals. I never really got a good vlog here. I did post an old train video on my channel though. But yeah, the train actually would have been right in this area here. I would love to find a remnant of Kiddieland to show you. But yeah, there just isn't any. The classic Kiddieland sign would have been right about there. Train station right in that area over there. Train would have gone around, curved over here, and then head along First Avenue. Like I said, I wish there was more I can show you, but there's really nothing left. But what I can show you is one of the classic Kiddieland dedication signs that a Facebook group recently put up. One of them being right there. Can't really stop to look at it. And then there's another one on this side of the road, a little back this way. And now we are entering River Grove, Illinois. Hometown of my buddy Eric, 165 on YouTube. He just released his River Grove rap video, well, his remake of it. It's interesting. Pretty great job he did on that. Definitely check it out. I'll try to remember to link it in the description below. And now it is time to make a left and head back west on Grand Avenue. It is time for the grand part of our grand hometown tour. Got a little construction in the area. There was a little bit on North Avenue too. Crossing the Des Plaines River and the Des Plaines River Bicycle Trail. Eric will attest to this, and I can tell you too that this was the area that would flood quite often when we had a rainstorm. Seen this area closed many times. On our left, the classic Gene and Jude's hot dog. I am going to vlog there sometime soon. Taking a little northern detour on River Road. And before we head back to Grand Avenue, there's something I want to check out that I haven't seen in years. Oh yeah. This bowling alley. Oh my goodness. Back in the day, this was River Grove Bowl. Now it is Bolero. I'm sure it looks a ton different inside, but this is where I had my first bowling league. A youth league. Long time ago. They actually had manual scorers. These entrances might actually be the same. Yeah, these entrances may very well be the same. It's been a long time. I was about 12 or so where I switched from this bowling alley over to Stardust in Addison. And now we're back to Grand Avenue. And why this is a grand hometown tour is I spent a lot of my childhood on Grand Avenue. It's just where the businesses were back then. Alright, entering Franklin Park. And continuing with the construction. Now approaching what was, in my childhood, the worst railroad crossing in all of history. Well, at least to us. Very slow freight trains very often went through here. Often would just stop and then maybe go in reverse after a while. It would take forever to get through here. Well, of course, now they switched that to the underpass that you see here. But that was always a nightmare for us. And generally, when you think of Franklin Park, you grow up in the area, you associate Franklin Park with the never-ending freight trains. And it's not even that late. Or I'm just used to living out in the northwest burbs, but just a lot of traffic today. I tried to do this before rush hour, but yeah, it's some busy roads today. Alright, gonna have some random stuff for you here real quick. This Cat's Gyros used to be an Arby's for a long time. Still weird not seeing the Arby's there. This building, which is a church, oddly looking church, that's because it used to be Grand Bowl. Yeah, kind of our local bowling alley. Never went to a league there. Hung out with some friends there, but that would be about it. But yeah, that used to be Grand Bowl. This Ace has always been an Ace. But now, I have to head into Grand Plaza. If you grew up in North Lake, you spent a lot of time here. Before you had Walmart, Mariano's, you either went to the Jewels or Dominic's, and this was our Jewel. And have to show this, as much as it hurts, that PNC Bank used to be our local Blockbuster. Rest in peace. Although there's weird rumors that Blockbuster is coming back, because the actual website, Blockbuster.com, says kind of a cryptic coming soon sort of message. I don't know, but it's a PNC Bank. But yeah, this is Grand Plaza. Spent a lot of time shopping here with my mom. Yeah, we didn't have a Walmart close by for a long time, and we just always did our shopping at Jewel Osco. I was always the kid that took those coupons from those red coupon machines. And my mom would always make sure I got a toy from the toy section, usually a Hot Wheels. And I can't help but show this. The Big Lots, Foreman Mills, the Salvation Army Family Store, all used to be our local Kmart. Spent a lot of time here as well. Never shown it in any of my previous videos, but this was my middle school, Manheim Middle School. Called Manheim Junior High for my first year there. And folks are getting out of school, so we're just going to kind of continue this way. And there's my local neighborhood park. Fullroy Park, corner of Fullerton and Roy. That definitely has not changed much. Well, as random and odd as this video probably was, I hope you still enjoyed it a little bit. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, where I have a trail to walk.